Recycling technology is no longer a nice to have sustainability initiative. It's become mandatory. The EU strategy for the sustainability for the circular textile, you know that EPR already been in laws, and the digital product passport are creating hard legal requirements for the industry, and by it have to be implemented by 2030. That is mandatory. So the first is recycling content targets. So you know that most brands are committed by 20 to 50% of their product to be recycled materials by 2030. In Bangladesh, cannot supply garments with the verified recycling content, then those will be go to other countries from here. That is clear. So chemically particularly enable high recycling content without compromising the fabric quality. So you have to think for the chemical recycling industry by 2030. So we have to act very fastly. The second thing, the traceability. Till now, what happens? The brands and regulators are demanding proof. So in some cases, if a brand is asking that you should have make my recycle next garments order by my cut wastage, that you have to do it. And in such a case, are our industry been ready for doing that? Most of the factories are not still segregating that wastage color wise and fiber quantity wise or fiber content wise separate into separate bags. So it was been very difficult for again sorting out manually, especially manually, and then after go for the recycling and making the garments and attending the circular economy. So in such a case, we have to be and make a collaboration with the brands and ensure the traceability. And I'm pretty sure in future, what the model has been developed in Europe, that the brands are collecting their recycle post-consumable waste. They are now sending the industry, and government is giving them the incentive for making it again new fiber. So fiber made from France, fiber made from Spain, fiber made from Italy is now very common. This industry is growing. So they are recycling this fiber at this moment and again sell to the brands. So this model will be rollable in future in Bangladesh as well. So we have to act very perfectly and immediately. Otherwise, we cannot attain this sort of regulations in future. Third, that waste reduction mandates that EU is moving toward banning the destructions of the world unsold garments and requiring manufacturing of minimizing the wastage. You know, everybody is knowing that. So in that case, if you have to make a partnership of the factories, what basically I already told, that in that case, whatever the unsold goods that have to be make in a different types of applications. It means it could be make some sort of another applique on another print to make it much more attractive to the customer level. So this sort of partnership to be enable a demonstrated compliance. Of course, that need to be enable compliance, and those without will face penalties and reputations damage. So it have to be done. The fourth is carbon footprint, and it is very mandatory everywhere in future. Whenever the labels and life cycle assessment will be demonstrated and documented, that in that case it has been become very mandatory how much carbon footprint from the single cases of the yarn. So in that case, those we have to be very strategically move forward, and I think so the Bangladesh investor have to think for that in future.